Honestly, guys, you know you got a problem when you find watching fan cams and blogs and stuff far more interesting than watching your actual team play. So, bloody hell. We're going to go into it briefly with my thoughts on Arsenal. I haven't done a video in a long time, but obviously today was North London Derby Day. I was supposed to do a stream with a friend, but it's late where he is. And obviously, when you lose a game, you don't always have the energy to talk. So, welcome to today's live stream. I'm going to keep it quite brief because I think the point is simple here with Arsenal. I've been a long time Arsenal fan. Ian Wright was my idol. And generally, I look at the Arsenal side now. I look at the club now. It's not the club I fell in love with. What the club stands for, what the team stands for, what we stand for as Arsenal fans isn't what I signed up for. But unfortunately, when you love something, when you're loyal, when it's ingrained in you, you can't turn your back. And the difficulty is, I can't just be like, oh, I'm not an Arsenal fan anymore. I've tried several times and it just doesn't happen. Time and time again, you go back because it's in your blood. It's in your blood. But the fact of the matter is, Arsenal need a change at the top. I know a lot of people are starting to turn on Mikel Arteta. I know a lot of people have turned on the players already. But the fact of the matter is, the club, the owners do not have a strong and clear vision as to what they want to achieve. And you can apply that to everyday life. If you're working in an environment where the company doesn't stand for what you believe in or doesn't have a clear idea, doesn't have a winning mentality, that rubs off on you. If you're playing for a team that doesn't have that same ethos, that rubs off on you. I've been in situations in my life. We can talk about teams, we can and I'm culpable at times of not putting 100% in, and I know what that can do to the rest of my team, the rest of my friends, the rest of my colleagues. So, for example, if you're working for a company that doesn't treat you well, doesn't look after you, that doesn't have a clear idea how to treat people, doesn't have a clear structure, that is going to mean chaos at the bottom. And I feel with Arsenal, you can get rid of Mikel Arteta, but none of us, I don't think any of us believe that the board is actually going to back the new manager either. You look at players who we know are capable of playing well. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, since he's been with us, has been amazing. It's this season that he's gone downhill. But that's not a surprise when he's surrounded by players who are bringing his level down. I've been in situations where I've been poor. I've been in situations where I've played for a team. I haven't worked out. I haven't been fit. I haven't trained. And therefore, when I come onto the pitch, this is when I was playing football, the team did decline because I wasn't at the standard the rest of my teammates were. And I brought the quality down. I know that. I put my hands up and I admit when that's happened. But I've also been part of teams where I've given 100%, 150% every time I turn up. I make sure that I know what's going on around me. I make sure if something goes wrong, I try to address it. And when you're working with a good team, you all look out for each other. If I can't do this bit, someone else will do it for me. If they can't do it, I'll do it for them. That's what team is. But what's happened with Arsenal over the last few years is little by little, we've been chipping away at the quality. We have definitely now got players within our club who are not good enough. We've got players who are passengers. We've got players who aren't fighting. We had a period with players like Granit Xhaka where he started off, he was okay, and then he got worse, and then he got okay again when Mikel Arteta came back, and now he's got worse, in my opinion. And I think that's because he thinks he's better than he really is. In Granit Xhaka's head, he's this world-class player, and that's why he can't take criticism very well, because he already thinks he's at the top. And when you have players like that who already think they're at the top, they don't realize that they have to keep fighting, they have to keep working hard. And when you're surrounded by players who have that subpar quality and you are a top player, eventually that's going to bring you down. Eventually you're going to go from being, let's say, a 9, a 10 out of 10. Rarely people are 10 out of 10s, but let's say you'll be a 9 out of 10. And over a period of time, you'll slowly go 8, 7, 6. And we're at the point where we've got so many players in our team who give you a 5 out of 5 in heart, in passion. And that's why we're not, that's simply why we're not doing well. We have too many players who already feel like they've achieved something through their pay packet, through the fact that they're playing for Arsenal Football Club. We need to change the way we think. We do need a new board because the board hasn't helped Mikel Arteta address the main issues. You know, a lot of people are saying we need to play Ozil. I felt for the first half that we just needed more urgency. We needed more We needed to be quicker on the ball, because when we have even today, when we have the ball, at times we're so slow in passing it, so slow in transitioning, that the other team is able to capitalize on that so quickly. So we are creating chances when we move the ball quickly, you can see it, but then we're not being clinical enough. And I think, obviously, Mesut Ozil could make a difference, but Mesut Ozil also may not make a difference. What the board should have done is, if they knew we weren't going to play Ozil, they should have brought someone in with the same qualities or potential to reach that in a quick period of time. But the board didn't do that. The board didn't invest in that. And now look where we are. No matter what happens, everyone's going to say, oh, bring back Ozil, this, that. We should have addressed that and said, look, we've brought a replacement. The club's just a shambles. The club's an absolute shambles. And when the second goal went in, I was literally like, oh. You know, I was watching the fan cams on the side. The body language was low. Everyone was like, oh, we were all down. Then after a while, I thought, nah, I can't let this team control the way I feel on a day-to-day basis. I'm just going to watch it. I'm going to try and detach myself from it and try and stay positive, control what I can control. And we'll just see how it goes until we get change at the club on a higher level. I think we're going to continue seeing this. And we are in real danger of relegation. There is no doubt about that. We've been riding off the back of we're Arsenal Football Club for so long now, that it might be a case of we think that we can turn up at places like Burnley and win, Southampton and win, but we're not a good team. It's debatable whether we have a team that is a top 6 team, because, as I said, over a period of time, over a period of years, we've slowly been chipping away at the quality, and now we are a mid-table team. And what's happened to the top class players that we have is they're slowly being dragged down to mediocre, because when you're surrounded by mediocre, you become mediocre. Why do you think Liverpool are doing so well? They're surrounded by players who want to win, who want to fight for each other. If someone's having a bad day, someone else will come and fill in for them, and then they will compete. If more than 3 or 4 players are having a bad day, that's when they lose. That's why they lost to clubs like Aston Villa. Not taken away from Aston Villa's performance, but that day we could easily say a lot of Liverpool players were poor. But Arsenal players, on a consistent level, we are poor. And it's difficult because they need us fans to be positive. They need us fans to give them the energy, but we can't give them the energy when we're watching that. I missed the Wolves game because I wasn't at home. But it got to a point, 45 minutes in, I was thinking, actually, thank God I'm not watching this. I've not just wasted 90 minutes of my life. I'm actually doing something else. And it's hard because I actually enjoyed supporting Arsenal in the past. I don't anymore. And I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what happens over the next few days. I agree with some people when they say if we get rid of the manager, it doesn't necessarily solve a problem. We may have a new manager bounce for 6 months, but the crap is still going to be crap. I think now Arteta possibly, and this is why I agree with a lot of people when they're frustrated with Mikel Arteta. I think there's a number of players who he continuously selects who, yes, maybe they're doing well in training, but they're certainly not doing well on the pitch. And that's where you start to think, what the hell is going on? And the only reason I can think for that is that we've got players who aren't playing, who aren't necessarily better than the ones that we've got on the pitch. But for one, I really enjoyed the way Ainsley Maitland-Niles played in midweek. I thought he showed a lot of energy, a lot of courage. He was sprinting to get to the ball. Yes, his balls weren't accurate, but he's certainly better than playing Granit Xhaka in the midfield. Because to me, Granit Xhaka's a liability, man. He's one of those players who flatters to deceive. And even when he's trying to flatter, it just looks poor. So I'm going to try and keep this under 10 minutes. Please give the video a like. Feel free to share and subscribe. If you want to see more Arsenal stuff, it will come. I will be talking to Max and a few friends about changing this whole StreamYard thing, upgrading it, and doing this more on a serious level. But I just wanted to touch upon what happened today with the North London derby. I am upset. I'm sad, but I'm probably more apathetic now. I feel I don't really care so much anymore. I'm just gonna go chill, watch a few blogs, chill, watch Netflix, practice some music, and do things that I love doing. If this carries on with Arsenal Football Club, I think I'm just gonna have to say that's it, man. I bought the shirt this season, but I'm going to stop investing time and money into this club. And I feel bad for people who do want to do well. I believe Mikel Arteta wants to do well. But at the end of the day, I don't want to waste my time supporting mediocrity like that. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care. And I will see you tomorrow with an upload. We've got some music tomorrow, a brand new track, Lockdown Swag. I hope you guys will like it. Stay positive, keep going, keep working hard. Remember, talent isn't everything. You've got to work hard with it. And if you do that, you've definitely got a good head start in terms of being successful. So thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Much love. Take care.